Hi guys, so today I thought I'd film a video for you all because I've got a spare kind of 20 minutes or so, and I did think that I'd film a haul for you all. Now I know I haven't been spending money like at all since kind of Christmas. I've been on kind of like a spending ban, just been saving money because I'm going on holiday and I want to go to a festival and stuff in the summer, so I've just been saving up for that. But obviously along the way you do pick up some bits and pieces, so you know, since Christmas I just thought I'd show you kind of what I brought, which seems ridiculous, it's such a long time. And some of these things were bought absolutely ages ago, and some things I bought like last week and had a little bit of a splurge. So I've got mostly drugstore and then a couple of high-end bits to show you. So the first thing I'm going to show you is kind of the most high-end thing that I have, and I got it quite a few months ago now. I've kind of always wanted to get it, and after kind of the 2014 favourites videos, you know, a lot of people raved about it, specifically Lily Pebbles, and I just thought, you know what, like I've got to have it. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow. I absolutely love the packaging, it's beautiful, and handing over that £50 for a palette was ridiculous. But this is what it looks like, and it is so pretty, it's so nice. The only thing I would say is the bronzer, I do really like it, but it is more of a bronzer, it's not like a contour kind of powder. I know obviously that comes from the name, but just kind of generally I like to use my bronzers as a contour, and I find Nars Laguna a really good kind of contouring powder to use. And I've been using this one for kind of like the past, like, since I've had this palette, so the past like 2 or 3 months, and then recently in the past kind of 2 weeks I've been using Nars Laguna again, and I have kind of rekindled my love for it. But I do absolutely love this, and the highlighter in this is beautiful. It's not something I would use on an everyday basis because I prefer to use kind of like an illuminating blush on an everyday basis, not something that looks too kind of in your face. So I kind of prefer to use like a highlighter on a night out and kind of really like build it up and make my face look quite bright and kind of in your face kind of thing. But I only like to do that on a night out. But I absolutely love this palette. I feel like this bronzer would be a little bit better in the summer because it is a little bit more orange tone, not really orange tone, but I just think it would be a bit better in the summer. But I absolutely love this, and it literally, wherever I've gone, it's gone places with me. So I absolutely love this, and I think the packaging is beautiful. Another high-end thing that I purchased like quite a while ago is the Nars All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. Now this is what it looks like. It is the new Nars foundation, and I got it at the same time that I got that Charlotte Tilbury palette. I was just kind of in a, do you know what, I'm just going to spend some money, because I looked at my bank and it was a bit better than I thought it was, and this was kind of like back a couple of months ago. So I picked up this foundation, and to start with I didn't like it at all. I'm actually the colour Ceylan in this. I'm normally Fiji in other Nars foundations, but in this one apparently the shades are a lot darker, so this is the shade lighter than Fiji because she said that basically the shades have just gone darker in this foundation as a whole. But at the start I didn't really like this foundation at all. As I've mentioned before, in the winter time, kind of now, I get a really dry forehead. Don't really know why. I get a bit of eczema on there because I've got eczema generally anyway, and I do get quite a dry forehead, so it is sometimes difficult for me because kind of the rest of my face needs kind of like a normal kind of combination foundation, and then my forehead like really would cling to the foundation. So that's the only problem. I do kind of have a little bit of a problem with that in the winter time, but kind of recently my forehead's been getting a bit better, a little bit less dry as the weather's been warming up, and I've just kind of been, and it's just kind of been better overall. So this foundation's working a bit better for me now. When my forehead was really dry, it just looked horrendous. Now I don't think this, now when I first put this foundation on, like when you're first like blending it in, it looks amazing and you're like, oh my god, that is the most perfect finish. But as it kind of dries and wears in the day, I do think it can look a little bit cakey. It needs blending very well, but I do like it. It just takes a little bit of time to put it on, and kind of, it's not one that I would quickly put on my face and leave the house. But I do think it needs a bit of working with, but it is a nice foundation. It's not a bad foundation at all. My only major gripe with it leaks a lot, and it leaks oil. Now I line my foundations down in a drawer, and this one just continually leaks, so I've now left it out of the drawer on the top of those units there. And even when I'm leaving it out, it's got like oil dripping down. Now I don't know if this is just my specific one that I've got, but yeah, it's really annoying because it makes the side like really oily. So yeah, I don't really know what to do about that, but that's a bit annoying. But yeah, I like this foundation. Now, one discovery I've made recently are these. These are the Kiko Long Lasting Stick Eyeshadows. These are one of the best things I've ever tried, hands down. They are absolutely amazing. I have the colour 5 and 6. Now I'm going to swatch these for you. I can't think of a day where I haven't worn them. So this is number 5. and it's got a slight like taupey kind of touch to it, slightly purple toned, very, very slightly in the right light. And then I've got this one, which is number 6, which is more bronze. But if you just look at the colour pigmentation of them, they're just absolutely beautiful. They stay on all day, they do not move. What I really like to do is put 5 all over my lid and kind of up into the crease a little bit, then blend it out, so it's a really, really nice base colour. Then I get number 6 and go like in the outer corner, blend it out, and literally you've got a perfect eye. Wish I picked up way more colours because I've got these when I was in London, but when I'm going back to London in the summertime, because I will be going back at some point, or when I go abroad, I will 100% be picking some more of these up because they are so good and they're just cheap. And yeah, literally one of the best products I've ever used in my life. So if you can get your hands on them, get your hands on them, because seriously, they're amazing. And I literally can't think of a day I haven't used them since I got them about 4 weeks ago. I almost feel bad for my other eyeshadows because I'm just not using them, and I haven't used powder eyeshadow in just ages. I'm just really into this kind of like cream, kind of really like luxurious look on the eye at the moment. Talking about cream eyeshadows, I also picked these up from Bourjois, and these are the Bourjois Colour Band eyeshadow and liner sticks. Apparently they're waterproof. Now this one here is in the colour 02. They have like French names. Now these are good. These are nice too. They are really, really nice. They're just not quite as nice as the Kiko ones. The Kiko ones, I feel literally they look almost like glossy on the lids, like they look almost like they've got like a liquid texture, whereas these actually look like a stick eyeshadow. So I've got that one there, and I've got this one in the colour 05, which is like a mauvey colour, and that's what that one looks like there. I do find this one a little bit difficult to work with. It goes well with like, the Naked 3 palette and the colours in there. Because it's more purpley, it is kind of more difficult to work with. This one I've got on today, but it's just a normal brown. Whereas I find the Kiko ones, they're really like special colours, like not something you'd find everywhere. And I find those range of the Bourjois ones, the colours in the range, there was like a champagne-y colour. Well, you can get that from any kind of range and it's not difficult to make good. Then there was a black, fair enough. Then there was that brown, that colour, and I think that might have been it. And it was kind of like, I wanted something a bit different, and that's why I picked these two. But this brown you can get anywhere. That's the only thing. I like colours that maybe you can't find in every single range. So I do like those, but not the be all and end all of life, like the Kiko ones. I do have a few more Bourjois bits to show you because it was on 3 for 2 and I really wanted some bits from there. But I'm going to just show you a few bits from Rimmel first. The first thing that I've got here from Rimmel is the Exaggerate full colour lip liner in the colour East End Snob. Now, I'm pretty sure it was Miss Budget Beauty that mentioned this and said it was similar to that of Whirl by MAC. Now I really like this colour. It is quite pink for me. I'm not really, this actually looks quite pink on camera, but I'm not someone that wears a very pink lip. I'm either kind of berry tones, nude tones, reds, but the real pinks I don't think look very good on me. But this is that shade, and I've been wearing this underneath another product I'm going to show you in a second. But I really like this. I think it's really nice. I like the quality of these lip liners. I still haven't managed to get my hands on Whirl. I've kind of just given up at the moment because I went through a stage of like all the time going to the MAC counter like where is it, like, and then I've just kind of given up. So I'm sure I'll kind of get back into it soon. But I'm still really into those Kylie Jenner lip colours, and it's kind of things that I wear all the time. So yeah, this is a really nice shade, especially for the price as well. I think like $3.99, so it's not kind of a loss if you don't like the shade. And another thing I picked up from Rimmel, which I haven't seen anyone talk about, is the Rimmel Last and Finish Concealer. Now I love this foundation, as you probably know. It comes in like a pot form. It's quite a cheap kind of packaging. It's like a plasticky red tub. It's not the nicest packaging they could have thought of. To be quite honest, I haven't properly used this yet, but it does blend quite nicely and it is quite full coverage. I used it on kind of like a spot down here that I had, and I was kind of like quite impressed with it, but I didn't use it kind of all over because I was in a rush. I do find cream concealers take a bit more time than like a liquid, because you like you can kind of like dot it on, whereas this you kind of have to get it out, pat it on and blend it out. Yeah, so I do find it takes a bit more time, but I don't know if this is actually supposed to be released yet because I've got some products here that I know aren't released yet. But when I went home to my hometown, I've said this many times before, but they always release products before the like release dates because it's such a small town. No one's going to go there and check for the release dates, whereas here in Manchester obviously the stores are going to be checked up on more because they are in a big city and they're big shops, whereas our little Boots and Superdrug at home, no one cares. Like literally they released everything like a month before it was supposed to be released. So we've got some new things here as well, and I'm pretty sure this is not supposed to be released yet because I have seen no promotions about it and nobody talk about it. So yeah, but this is quite nice. It's not like groundbreaking, but it's nice. I then just got one thing from MUA, and this was their MUA Luxe Whipped Velvet in... oh, it doesn't have a colour. I swear MUA used to have colours on their packaging. But this is basically like, I don't really know how to describe it. It's kind of just like a lip gloss. I expected it to be matte on the lips, but it doesn't go completely matte. It probably goes like a satin finish. But yeah, it's this really nice kind of like dark-ish nude, and I quite like it. It looks really nice on the lips. It doesn't show up that much. It's more like a lip gloss kind of coverage wise, not really a lipstick. But yeah, I do like it. I've worn it quite a lot, to be honest, for it to be like MUA. I do like these kind of like liquid lipstick type things, but as I said, this hasn't got that very much coverage. It's nice just to chuck on and kind of like having your handbag, because it goes with like every makeup look really, and with the price it is a nice product. Now the last few things are from Bourjois, as I've been talking about this whole video. I've finally got to them, and the first one is the Bourjois Colour Boost in the colour Proudly Naked number 7. I have 2 of these already. I have a bright orange shade and kind of like a bright kind of pinky red, but they're very kind of summer colours. Now this one I saw kind of advertised in like the new collection, and this is kind of like and this is just kind of like a pinky nude shade. Now I wear the Soap & Glory Sexy Mother Pucker lip gloss stick in Nudist a hell of a lot, because it just goes with everything and it's very easy to chuck on. And I just really like those kind of products that if you've got quite a dark eye, or say for example like today, I haven't got any of these on today, but say for example today I'm not really doing much, I'm just going to work and into town, and it's kind of like I don't really need my makeup to look like absolutely amazing, but I want something nice on my lips and nothing that's too high maintenance. These kind of shades are really nice. I've been wearing this quite a lot with quite a lot of makeup looks. I just really like it, not sticky. They're just really nice products, and I really like these. Now 2 things I'm very excited about. These are the Rouge Edition Aqua Lac by Bourjois. Now these are the things that I was saying were not supposed to be released when I got my hands on them a couple of weeks ago, but the first one here is Rose on the Rocks. Now this one is the one that goes quite well with the East End Snob lip liner from Rimmel. I swear all of these shades literally look identical. This top one here, this is the one I'm talking about. These are really nice, and they smell of sun cream, so when you're putting them on you literally feel like you're on the beach. But I really like these. I think they're really nice. I think they're a really nice twist on the velvet, the Rouge's matte velvet things, because I love those, but I do feel like at the moment this season we are getting very much into glossy lips and more like a glossy luminous look rather than the matte shades that were kind of there last year. So I do like the fact they've kind of made a twist on this, like the same product, and I love the packaging. I think it's really nice. I like the fact we've now got like the glossy lids. But yeah, this is really nice. I really like it. I like the shade of this one. I've also got this one here, which is, I'm not going to even bother pronouncing it, number 4. And this is more of like a rosy red. So I really like this shade as well. I think it's really nice. I wore this a couple of days ago, and it doesn't dry my lips out at all. Now I know you could say, oh yeah, it's a glossy product, so it's not going to dry your lips out, but I've had products before that have been kind of glossy and they have dried my lips out. Literally this was really moisturising. It didn't wear off horribly either, because I find that sometimes if it does dry horribly on your lips and then it kind of like just wears off really weirdly, it didn't at all. It just weared off kind of really nicely all over the lips, and that is one thing that I really like, is for it to wear off nicely. The one thing that I did find, however, which I didn't find with this kind of lighter shade, is this kind of more pinky shade was a little bit patchy when I was applying it. Now it's not the be all and end all of anything, I can deal with it, I just needed a bit of working, but if you were quickly going to put it on, it would look patchy, and that's the only thing that I did find. And I thought there is a really nice orange, like bright orange red in that range. I thought that'd be amazing, but if it goes on patchy, you're not going to really want it on your lips because it's going to just look weird and really noticeable. So that's the only thing I would say, but I do really like these. I think they're really nice, but I did think that they were maybe set, like, I know that sounds a bit weird, but they don't. They are kind of like a lip gloss kind of lacquer kind of product on your lips. They don't set. And then the last thing I'm going to talk about is just this nail polish, which I picked up because it was 3 for 2 and I needed another thing. And then this is the So Lac Ultra Shine nail polish in the colour Beige Glamour number 27. Now I actually have it on now, it is chipped, but I do really like this. I think it's really chic and I just think it goes with everything. I think it's a really nice like transition colour between winter and spring. And yeah, I just really like it. I think it's really nice, and yeah, really like this shade. I think it's really different. So that's it for my haul video. I hope you enjoyed this. I actually really enjoyed filming this actually, because it's kind of a spur of the moment, oh let's just film this. So thank you very much for watching. I'm very much on a healthy eating, exercising kind of thing at the moment. I'm very into it. I've ordered some bikinis, like I'm very into let's get a really nice body for summer. So if you want me to do some vlogs or anything at the moment, just like chatting through healthy eating and what I'm doing and stuff, just like general vlogs, then let me know. But yeah, that's about it really. So thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. The button is just down below, and I will speak to you next time. Bye.